So I am inspecting right now the growth of the squash, and considering the length of this squash, we can therefore say that it has been growing in a considerable length and heights. And to see here that there are development of new young shoot, that means that the roots must have been able to find considerable nutrients to support the entire growth and development of this squash, because as they continue to increase in its height and as they increase in the number of young shoots, it means that there are a lot of food requirements. So I believe that the squash is not going to just be manufacturing or be growing another young shoot without it having a reserve. So that's how it is. I mean, that's how the production it is. It is going to be proportionately, directly proportional to the reserved food within. So what we are going to do as a gardener is just to support it with water so that the food is going to be supplied continuously towards the different parts of the squash. Uh-huh. Here we can see similar patterns. There is the development of new young shoot here also, and even here. And this time I don't know what's in the mind of this squash. It from here it crossed over towards the right. Uh-huh. So this one also seemed to be like out of the way. So for the caretaker, it is my role to bend this and redirect its steps. So that's the view of it. That's how it looks like. Uh-huh. So this time around, it almost reached the summit, because this is now the summit to which we establish the limit as to where they have to grow. But we cannot really just say that they are going to be up to that area. Perhaps if they're going to find a branch where they can climb, I believe they can do that, or even they can expand to wherever they wish to go. Uh-huh. So this time around, we understand that this one still do not have that very obvious formation of young shoot. There is no such thing so far, but there are indicators like this one. So we are just waiting. Perhaps it is preparing itself, positioning itself to have that multiple layers of growth wherein we can see another young shoot growing on its side. So this one, aha. So again, similar with that one, we need to take some kind of redirection, and we just have to be gentle, of course, because similar with the rock melon, the vine also of this one is watery and very smooth, and it can easily be bent and easily cut. So this one is so inviting to eat this young shoot, really. Uh-huh. So far I can see here like it started to develop young shoot, but it seems that it was terminated at some point. The growth has been terminated, because if it is like obvious, there must have been a consistency of the growth similar with this one. But when it comes to here, it seems that it's stagnated because perhaps it was not exposed directly to the sun. And here comes the another batch of squash. So this time around, if the other section still have the non-obvious growth of young vine or young shoot, or sometimes they just started to develop such, but in here it's different. This squash in particular have a fully grown young shoot, and the momentum to which it is showing, I believe that it can sustain the momentum, that it can grow and extend, and it can subdue all these places. And this one too. Uh-huh. Ah, this one is the main vine. But on the left side, you can see, guys, the foliage hook is very big. Uh-huh. There is a fully developed, this one. It's actually young shoot. And this grew from the main vine. And it continue, the pattern continue even here. And even up to here. And here. And you can see right now that the tip of it is already at the summit. Okay, so this time around we have to impose some form of discipline, because you should go there, right? This vine. So obviously, guys, these vines are so adaptive to the nutritional condition of the soil, and they are translating those nutrients into growth and development, as obviously you can see here. And there are plenty of young shoot. In fact, it even extended to a considerable length. This is actually a young shoot together with this one, and that one too. It's no longer obvious. And this one also. And they are congregating right now at the summits. They're congregating right now at the summit, and that's what we envision to have here in the growth of the squash. That's the pattern that we wanted them to have. So right now, guys, that the squash really is growing and expanding in its size in terms of leaves. You will be able to find yourself so hard even just to enter or identify where are we. So these are obvious developments here. You can say that it became so obvious. The developments here are so obvious this time. You can see the growth pattern to be in multiple orders. Okay, this one also, yeah, okay, it reached here already, and that is so nice to look at and so nice to consider. Somebody really intrude. I think it's the cat, and they almost killed the vines, the healthy vines of the squash. Wow. Here there are multiple layers also of growth and development, and obviously the leaves of the kamachili also are developing, and we need, oh, see, this one died. Why? The intruder, the cat, actually played and they cut the vine. I should have captured that cat. I need to capture that cat, really. So thank you guys for watching SAS TV Official.